everyone, my name is Julia Abilama, I'm a dietitian, and today we're going to be talking about some food and fitness myth and misconceptions. Lots of people think that the bigger the sahur, the better. That when we have a big sahur, this will help us throughout the day and that we will not feel hungry afterwards. But this is not very correct. If we have a very big sahur, this will deplete our energy levels the next day. And when we have a very big sahur or something, even if it's high in good carbs, this will make our body secrete more insulin. And then when our body secretes more insulin, the sugar levels will go down. This means that we might feel hungrier the next day actually. So what we need to do for sahur is have a balanced and a healthy meal, a decent meal, not very big, not very small. It should contain a good source of carbs, carbohydrates, whole grain, for example, like some oats or some toast with the whole grains or whole wheat bread, and a portion of carbs, lean carbs, for example, some eggs, an omelette, some vegetable omelette, because the vegetables contain fiber, and the fiber will take longer for our body to digest, so we will feel hungry. Our feeling of hunger will be pushed a little bit more. We should also add a source of essential fats like olive oil or avocado or even some nuts, and this meal is a very healthy meal and well-balanced meal which will help us go through the day. Second of all, some people think that during Ramadan or maybe even when we're fasting, exercise is a big no-no, but this is not correct. Actually, when we are fasting, our body secretes HGH, like we spoke about that before. The human growth hormone will actually optimize muscle growth and will reduce the fat. It will help burning fat and it will increase the metabolism. So we can actually exercise during Ramadan, and even when we are fasting, if we opt to exercise while fasting, we can still do that while listening to our body. If we feel that we are getting low blood sugar or low blood pressure, maybe we should stop. And if we're not feeling that, maybe we should exercise an hour before iftar in order to avoid dehydration. But there is no problem unless we have any underlying chronic condition. There's no problem with exercising right before iftar. Lots of people also think that juices are, as long as they are fresh and made from fresh fruits, then we can have as much of them as we want, and it's actually healthy. It's correct. Juices made from fresh fruits are healthy, that is true, but they still contain sugar. Even if it's sugar from natural sources, it's still sugar. Each cup of juice contains a minimum of, let's say, if it's an orange juice, 3 to 4 oranges, so it's a minimum of 200 calories of liquid calories. I would prefer to put that aside and have fresh fruit instead. And if we really must have our fruit juices, let's have them in moderation. Maybe half a cup or maybe maximum of 1 cup of juice, but not more than that, because lots of people will exceed that by a lot. Maybe we can have just a little small portion in moderation. Also, lots of people think that if we want to lose weight, if we want to have a healthy diet, we should cut carbs altogether. That is not correct. Carbs are the #1 source of energy to the body, to the brain, and they will even help our muscles. They will give energy to our muscles. So we do need our carbs. We cannot live without carbs, and carbs should make the biggest percentage of our calorie intake. But of course, we should opt for healthier carbs, whole grains, for legumes, carbs that will not only give us the energy, that will also give us some benefits and the nutrients. Not only that, if we want to burn fat, we need carbs. Carbs is the metabolism of fat. So to burn fat, we actually need carbs. We should not remove carbs altogether from our diet if our aim is to lose weight. Protein. Lots of people will think that the more protein, the better. It's fine. I can eat whole chicken as long as it doesn't have carbs with it, then it's fine. But no, because when we have more protein than what our body needs, it will be stocked into fat. Our body will make it, will stock it in our fat tissues, and this will put a big load on our kidneys. Our kidneys will be a little bit tired, and this could cause kidney stones. That's why we have to control our protein intake according to what our body needs, and not just like have random and big portions of protein because we heard that from here or from there. Fats also are not the enemy. Lots of people think that fat also needs to be removed from our diet, and we should not focus on that. But no, essential fats are crucial for our body function, for everything in our body, our cells, cell production, our hormones, our brain, to even protect our vital organs. We need fat. We cannot live without fat. And even to absorb some vitamins and some nutrients, we need fat. So we need to have fat, but it's true, fat per gram is higher in calories than protein and then carbs. 1 gram of fat will provide us with 9 calories. That's why when we're having something that contains fat, we have to choose smartly. We have to go for healthy fats, essential fats, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated fat. We should go for avocado, olive oil, some nuts, the fat from fish fat, so that it's high in omega-3. And we should try to reduce it from, for example, dairy products. Opt for low-fat dairy products rather than full-fat dairy products. Reduce the fat from the meat, because it's saturated fat that our body does not really need in big quantities. Also, lots of people think that cleansing and detoxing are extremely important, that we should always do that in order to help the body. But what we don't know is that we have a super efficient built-in detox system within our body. We have the liver, we have the kidneys and the blood circulation, and all these working together, they will help clean our body from toxins and keep harmful toxins away from the body. That being said, of course, we should eat healthy and eat more vegetables and fruits, which will also help cleanse the body, but it's not a necessity that we should stop eating and just go on a detox for a week or two. This is not a necessity. You just feed your body with something healthy and your body will do the rest. And lots of people think that weightlifting or resistance exercises, which work mainly on increasing the muscle mass, will not improve our health and will not improve our quality of life. But this is not correct, because when we increase our muscle mass, our metabolism will be higher, we will be better protected against diseases. The higher the muscle mass, the better it is. And even for the shape of the body, even if the weight remains the same, or even if we gain some weight from muscles, this will give us a better shape. Also, lots of people think that maybe cabbage soup diet or celery or pineapple or green tea will burn fat and help us lose weight. This is not very correct. Nothing we actually eat, no food we actually eat will burn our fat. What burns fat is when we burn more calories than what we take, than what we eat. So exercise will help, reducing the quantities of food will help. I'm not saying don't have these fruits and vegetables. All fruits and vegetables are recommended and are healthy, but nothing you actually eat will cause fat loss. Also, lots of people think that, oh, we don't want to exercise much because once we stop exercising, the muscles will turn into fat. But this will never happen. Muscle and fat production are completely different. So when we stop exercising, the muscle will not actually turn into fat. So you can exercise and not worry about that. And also, one diet fits all does not work. So if I get a diet from my friend or my father or my mother, I cannot apply it to myself, because every diet depends on the person's weight, height, age, medical record, and their target, what they want. So we should not follow a diet just we heard it here and or there or online, or we caught it from one of our friends. It's very important to find the proper exercise and the proper diet for each person. I hope you enjoyed our recommendations today, and we debunked some of the myths and misconceptions. Take care of yourself, and Ramadan Kareem.